What's up guys, TechTitan here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this video, as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. And in today's video, I'm finally reviewing the LG Aristo 5, or if you buy it from a Boost Mobile carrier, it's called the LG Tribute Monarch, and basically they're the same phone. So this phone to me is a special phone in a lot of ways. I like this phone a lot, and I kept thinking, like, what is the reason why? I mean, it doesn't have the best camera, it doesn't have the best screen, it doesn't have the best specs. Why do I like this phone? So I'm gonna break it down category by category, and we're gonna start with the actual design. So let's start with the back. So the back is made entirely out of plastic. On the top half of portion, you do have a dual camera setup, an LED flash, as well as a fingerprint sensor, and we're going to cover the camera in a little bit. And on the bottom of the phone, you have your speaker, a microphone, a headphone jack, and oh my god, a micro USB. Really? 2020 micro USB? No, come on now. I mean, that's weak in my opinion. So on the right hand side, you do have your power button, which is clicky, tactile, and it does what it's supposed to. And so on the left hand side now, you do have your volume up and down, and you have a Google Assistant button, which to me, like, I would have just got rid of that button and instead take that budget for that button and use USB-C instead of micro USB. So now let's cover up a little bit on this display. So the display on here is a sub 720p panel, and so it is a 5.7 inch, and they call it HD plus full vision display. And what full vision really means is that you have the support for the 18:9 aspect ratio. And so it's a nice phone. I mean, it's a phone for under $100. So really, when you complain, you gotta put that price point in mind. And so you do have, again, you have your teardrop notch. It's not the fully bezel-less, but again, for under $100, expected sub 720p display. However, it is a nice IPS panel. So it is a 5 megapixel front facing camera that does also support portrait mode. Again, we're going to cover up on the camera in a little bit. So spec wise, you have the following specs. And so this phone uses a MediaTek processor. It's clocked at 2 gigahertz, and it is an octa-core chip. So you have a 3000 milliamp hour battery. You only have 2 gigabytes of RAM to work with, so really multitasking is not this phone's strong suit. So it is what it is. And so the other thing that I wanted to talk about, as far as actually like specs and everyday use, it's fine. Again, it's not the fastest phone that I've seen that handles like everyday tasks. So you can see it kind of lags in the phone app, in the messaging app, but it is what it is. I mean, for this type of specs, for the money that you're paying for it, that's just a price that you're gonna have to pay if you're looking for something under $100. And so let's talk about this camera. So in really good exceptional lighting condition, all right, this phone can take some decent shots. So the camera app, it's simplistic. It's what you expect from an LG phone if you're familiar with them. It's really point, shoot, boom, there you go. You do have the option to switch between a standard lens and wide angle lens. Again, this phone kind of shocked me in a little bit. I thought it was going to be some potato quality camera. However, it turns out to be all right when you're in, again, exceptionally lit conditions. Other than that, yeah, it's not the move. So again, I was surprised at the decent dynamic range that I was able to perform. So taking nature pictures will be really nice. Again, in exceptional lighting. Now, a quick test of the speaker. Well, my conclusion on that is that the speaker is average. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst, it's definitely average. It will get the job done. You can easily block the sound by putting your finger on where the speaker is, so I will avoid that. And so the thing that I want to talk about, really, what I want to cover up on in the next I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes, is why I like this phone. The way that it's designed. Okay, I think it has to do with the size of the phone, which is a 5.7 inch, and I think this size for a smartphone for me personally is perfect. Okay, so I like watching media just like the next person. And again, I know it's not a large phone, so watching media is gonna be okay on it. But the design of it, the way that LG executed this phone is really nice. So you have curvature on all of the corners of this design, which makes it really nice to grip. Um, and it just feels incredible in the hand, even though it's made out of plastic. I don't know, it's really kind of hard to describe. And the cameras sit near flush, okay, and it's just a fun phone to use to go out, take pictures, pull it out, make a quick phone call, open up YouTube, watch a video. It's just a fun phone to use, and again, that's kind of hard to explain when I'm just talking about it in a video. You really have to actually feel the experience. You have to have the phone to actually fully experience how good this phone is ergonomically. And that's really props to the LG design team, to the LG engineers. So it fits comfortably in my pocket, and walking around with it, I'm confident that I have a nice grip on it. I mean, it's not gonna be my daily driver. Let's be realistic. It's just for me personally, I need a phone that has a nice camera, that has at least a better display as far as resolution. It's the design that won me over. Okay, and that's what I couldn't really wrap my head around. For under $100, LG really nailed it. The only disappointing part is the fact that they included a micro USB in a phone that should have had USB-C. So my conclusion, would I recommend this phone? Okay, here's how I'm gonna look at it. If you're looking for a phone that is ergonomically really one of a kind as far as the price goes, and you don't really care for specs, you just want to do your daily thing. I mean, you only care for mainly for streaming media, making phone calls and text messaging, on a good track, this is a good phone. If you like playing games on this phone is not really gonna be able to handle like heavy demanding games. That's just something you have to live with. It is what it is, right? And so now it comes up to you. If you want an ergonomically good phone, good design, um, again, not the best specs, but good design and okay camera under well-lit conditions, buy it. And you want it under $100, that's just what you're working with, go for it. Go buy it. Other than that, no, I can't fully recommend it. And to be honest, if LG would have put in flagship specs, I think this phone would sell out like crazy. So kept pricing at, let's say, a Google Pixel 4a pricing, and put in like flagship specs. This phone, I would have definitely recommended it on the fly for nearly all my audiences that really don't care for iOS devices. So hopefully this review gave you a sense of the LG Aristo 5. And with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. I really do greatly appreciate my viewers, my subscribers, and I will catch you guys in the next video really soon. Thanks for watching.